What's up, brothers and sisters? It's your brother, G World, 7_D, doing a quick video out here on the track where it's at. What I want to say is how we need to gatekeep everything about our culture. Alright? And this goes to this little Tyler nonsense, the culture vulture, and a lot of these old South Africans are attacking Aboriginal Americans, and they want us to basically conform to them. When you come to other people's culture and country, you respect them, but obviously they just want to make a profit off our culture, of our history, off our way of life. Our history and our culture here should not be just taken for a profit, and we need to look at not only culture vultures who are of different so-called races. We need to look at people who are of the same race but of different lineages appropriating our culture. I said this in other videos, but I'm going to really make a point in it now. The whole Tyler thing, I'm cool it coming over here, and then I can tell her by her body language that she's kind of pushing away from so-called black people. All right, I believe she has some little white boyfriend from South Africa or whatever. But see, a lot of you Negroes, you just want to do the one drop rule and just see every single black person and just embrace them. It doesn't work that way. Now, when you look at a so-called black person, you look at them physically, but also culturally, all right? You have people who look like that Tyler chick who are not mixed, who are just straight up Aboriginal Americans. You have people who may be light-skinned, who are not mixed. They just straight up Aboriginal Americans. Not every single person who's so-called black, who's light, is mixed like most aren't. Some are, most aren't. But we're going to have to realize and take hold of our true history, but also, like I said, totally gatekeep our culture. Because when I hear people talking about African culture, Caribbean culture, they'll say it's that, but when it comes to so-called Aboriginal American culture, then, that's just black culture. That's for every single black person around the world. No. It was created by the Aboriginal Americans here in North America. So these individuals are appropriating our culture and not giving credit to where it's due, and not respecting the people who created the culture and who are of the culture. So I want you to constantly check it. When anybody say, that's black culture, no. Emphasize Aboriginal American culture, North American culture, indigenous to North America. This is our culture. And the Tyler thing, I do believe she's a plant, that she's being pushed down the throats of us here. And it's so sad because you can tell this chick, it gives you the vibes that she really don't like Negroes, man. Just her body posture, everything. This chick is a vulture. But them South Africans love her, man. They just embrace her. But then they want to tell us that we need to embrace her, that we must like her. We need to promote our own here. We have so much talent here. We have way more talent here. But yet you want to go around promoting these other Negroes who don't even respect you or like you, who don't identify themselves, quote, as so-called black until more recently, because it's been cool and hip to be, quote, black. Jazz music was started by Aboriginal Americans, not Africans. Blues music was started by Aboriginal Americans, not Africans. R&B music was started by Aboriginal Americans, not Caribbeans. Hip-hop was started by Aboriginal Americans, not Africans, Caribbeans, or Afro-Latinos. Country music was started by Aboriginal Americans. Hillbilly music was started by Aboriginal Americans. We must take hold of all of our stuff. Stop going this, quote, flat blackness, because not every single so-called black person is of your lineage. Y'all gotta stop that. You really have to stop that. It's dangerous and destructive, and you open the pathway to stuff being hijacked. A lot of them know this, man. It's like an envy and hatred they have for us, but you worship our culture, and lots of times they just worship in our position. And then since you don't want to be us, and you're not us, stop taking black scholarship at these colleges. That was, quote, for Aboriginal Americans. Don't take no black scholarships, please. Don't take anything that so-called was set up for so-called Aboriginal Americans here. Don't do that. Stop doing it. That's for the people here, of the lineage here, who've been here. And we've been here before 1619, and we've been here before 1526. That's something I want to make very poignant. We've been here way before 1526 or 1619. I'm not gonna be real long. I just want to say that gatekeep your culture. Stop pushing these little foreigners in your culture because they keep stealing this. Oh, jazz music has its origins in Africa. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Blues music has its origins in Africa. No, it doesn't. Hip hop origins come from Afro-Latinos, Caribbean, and African. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But see, when you have certain Americans who have a deep level of self-hatred of themselves and we don't know themselves, they'll push that agenda. Gatekeep your culture. Just like you want to gatekeep it from white folks, gatekeep it from these little other negritos. Peace and love.